Hi, I'm Steve Thompson, president of Emery Thompson Machine.
I'm Christy Brown, vice president of sales and marketing.
Welcome to Questions Answered for this week. Christy, you have the first one.
I do. I get to be active in this one.
Okay.
So my question is, my door is leaking. What am I doing wrong? So a big thing that everybody does when they put on a door is they tighten these and tighten these. You know, that is what is creating an uneven, and it's not sitting flat against the machine. Kind of like your car, or when you change your tire. You're not going to do your lug nuts all in a circle. You're going to do it in a star pattern to make it sit nice and flush. So when you put your door on for the CB350 or the 200, the 200 you're going to do both knobs at the same time. The CB350 you're going to do these two, and just keep repeating that pattern until they're all nice and hand tight snug. We don't need to, you know, do Hercules super strength, just nice and hand tight. That'll solve your problem.
Okay. Mine involves a sink.
Okay.
So I'm going to walk over to the sink. Would you do me a favor while I'm going to the sink? Could you grab me, if you see one, a bottle of the iRice flavor?
Yeah.
And just if you'll put it by my chair. Okay. The question is, why do I need a 3-compartment sink and how do I buy one? Well, yes, the health department wants you to have a 3-compartment sink. The 3 cycles for taking care of the machine are wash, rinse, and sanitize. We use Sterashine sanitizer in the third part. But how do you know what size to get? Well, it's pretty simple. They want the dasher. This is called the dasher. This is the 2 blades and the dasher, and this is what's spinning around the machine. They want this to be completely submersible in every compartment. So with the CB350 being pretty small, that's no problem. It goes right in here. So this sink would be appropriate for it. We can give you this measurement if you ever need it. However, if you're just starting your business and you're buying a sink, which is going to last for a gazillion years, you have to plan forward. So what if you outgrow your CB350 and you need a 24-quart machine? Well, this is the 24-quart dasher. And the health department says that these dashers have to be completely submersible. They have to be completely underwater. So look at the problem with this sink. If I put it in this way, straight up and down, that's not submerged. If I put it this way, it won't even fit in. Or this way, barely, no, it doesn't even make it that way. So what do? You put it in on an angle. From up here to over here is your longest distance. So look, right like that. Just put it right straight in like that, completely submersible. So when you're setting up your store, even though it might cost you a little bit more money, buy a sink that you can put a 24-quart in, because we know you're going there. We know you're going to be filthy, stinking rich, and you're going to need a bigger machine. So that's the answer to that one. I'm going to walk over to my chair now and answer the other one. And that is, can I call my product vegan? My Italian Ice. Is Italian Ice vegan? Well, I thought I knew the answer, but I also decided I better check. So I pulled this off of Google, the great resource. What makes a food or food product suitable for vegans? It must not contain any animal products or byproducts, and it must not be tested on animals. Any unprocessed plant food is vegan. This includes fruit, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and legumes. What's a legume?
A legume?
Legume? No, that's where you bring your boat in.
Oh.
Never mind.
Well,
it's a peanut. Okay.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, Italian Ice is sugar, water, and flavor. So for the most part, it should be just fine. You mentioned in your email that you're using iRice flavors, which are terrific. And I'm looking here, and I do see xanthan gum, but that's okay. So the only thing I would do is check your stabilizer. Make sure that it doesn't have any animal byproducts in it. Some of the big fancy words you might have to look up, like polysorbate 80 or guar gum or xanthan gum. You can check that on your own to see if they come from an animal. This particular product does not, so you're good to go.
Does it have cane sugar?
Yes, but that's also a plant.
But cane sugar, and some people wouldn't consider that vegan. Cane sugar is, the way it gets white was through bone char.
Oh, I think we're getting a little too deep into the
Okay,
woods.
sorry. Well,
Then use somebody else's sugar. Leave cane alone. You're going to do a big presentation now.
I am. So I was asked, well, let me grab it first.
Okay.
So Annie,
Oh, thank you. I was starving.
oh yeah, you're quite welcome. Annie had asked, how do you make an Italian ice with real soda? Or can you? I didn't know how to answer that because I've never done it before. And honestly, I've never spoken with anybody that's made Italian ice with real soda. So I did it with root beer. And the Soda Stream concentrate, I've been asked that too. Can you use the Soda Stream concentrate? Because they didn't want to use a flavor or a syrup or a base. Obviously, the Soda Stream is a concentrate, but I was asked that, so might as well do it. So I bought root beer, and I did it 3 ways. I did one with flat root beer, fresh carbonated root beer, and then the Soda Stream. So I had quite a bit of an experiment with all 3. It's quite comical. I forgot my basic 6th grade math or science where, sugar reacts to soda, and I had a volcano eruption.
Oh, did it come out as a volcano?
Yeah, it did. It just
Cool.
foamed everywhere, so I had to clean that mess up and restart that over.
Are we going to see this on YouTube someday?
No, I didn't record it, thankfully.
Okay.
And then I guess what I also did?
Right.
I forgot to close the gate. So the gate to the machine, and
Oh.
I left it open and poured in root beer, and guess what? It all come right back out on the floor.
Oh, because you didn't close the
I
discharge
didn't close the gate.
How many times have we told people that?
No, I did it. I did it.
See, you can make the same mistakes that we do.
Yes, that's very true. So anyway, Steve is going to give them all a taste, and I think this is your first time having real soda Italian ice, right?
Yes, it is. I've never had real soda Italian ice. I understand this is a blind taste test.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
eminently qualified because I'm blind in my right eye. So nobody to do a blind taste test better than me. This is the flats, and these I have not tasted these before. Disclaimer: this is the flat soda.
Well,
product. Mug.
Mug is the brand.
It's got great root beer flavor. Wow, I like that. I wasn't expecting to like root beer.
That's the carbonated soda.
Okay, tastes just like the flat soda to me.
And a lot of people said it had a lot of fizz and power to it, like pop.
Okay, I don't see that. This is the Soda Stream. That tastes just like the carbonated. I'm going back to the flat soda. Okay, in my humble opinion, it makes no difference whatsoever. They're
They
all
all-
excellent.
I was going to say, I don't like root beer. They're all gross.
No, they're good. Any one of these would be fine, but I don't taste the fizz.
The carbonated one I definitely did. Now, I did notice with the Soda Stream concentrate, it was harder to scoop this morning, and that's due to not as high as a sugar content as the real sodas, because real soda has a lot of sugar in it. So if I was to use the Soda Stream concentrate, I would actually add my sugar up. So it would be a lot smoother and creamier in texture. And it's also holding a lot better, too, than the other 2 with fresh soda. Mm-hmm. So there's a difference. Sugar definitely does make a difference.
This has the flat soda, which you said is the sweetest, has the highest taste to it. This is a little bit on the weaker side.
Yeah.
Of course, you can see I'm breaking the cardinal rule of taste testing as I'm using the spoons over and over again because I do not plan on giving these back to Christy. These are mine to take home. So they're all good.
Well, I had fun doing that, and I think it's like the maple bacon one. They ask, have you made ice cream with real bacon? Don't know, but I'll figure it out. Same thing with this. So if you guys are curious about anything, that's the biggest advantage of me having a CB200 at home. I can figure it out for you.
They're all 3 are excellent. But I would go with the flat soda.
That's what a lot of people voted for, was flat soda or the Soda Stream one.
Well, good job.
Yeah,
it's
came out good.
It's delicious.
And no water, just straight root beer and sugar.
Wow.
That's it.
That's why the flavor is so intense.
Yeah,
I didn't expect it to be that intense just coming from a soda.
It did. The flat soda was the easier to work with than the carbonated one, but I learned my lesson. I poured the soda in the machine first, let it fizz down, and then I poured the sugar very slowly into it so it didn't have another volcano happening again.
Well, good job. I like this blind taste test. What can we taste next week?
I don't know. People got to ask me questions. How do you
Okay.
make something with this? Have you ever done it? And if I haven't done it, I'll try to figure it out for
Well,
you.
you heard the lady. Send in your ideas on what different taste tests we can do. Christy has a machine at home. I don't. And
you have all these.
Yeah, I do. So I think that's it for today.
It is.
Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay.